and another successful video upload. Thank you very much. Isn't it beautiful for us to... Was that a knock on the door? Let me see who it is then. Hello? Should I open the door? I don't know, I'm so scared. Okay, I'm gonna open it. What do you need?
You broke the deal.
What deal?
We gave you the Brawl Pass Plus so you wouldn't spill it, and now you did.
No, it's not what it looks like, and then it was a joke. It's all fine, you know, everything's normal, just like you said.
You will not be like them.
No. Hello, Internet! Welcome to ROBINCOOL Theory, where I wish I would brawl in a sinister park and brawling forever and have immortality. It's been a hot minute since we had a video about Brawl Stars, and believe me, I had a lot more in store for you than you might think at first. To start off, at the end of my previous video, I said some questionable things. In case you missed it, take a look. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. This has been awesome. And you know what? I still got something to tease you with. Starr Park's hiding something. And I know for sure there's something. So yeah, I'm going to prove it to you in the next video, hopefully. So, but wait, they're making me read. Someone's making me read this. Doesn't matter who, but just remember, this is normal. Don't count on that. See you next video. You probably got traumatized by the footage you just saw, and you're welcome. Now, why in the mother of God would I do that at the end? Well, there is only one answer. Starr Park is lying to you. And I don't mean it like a sort of clickbait video. They did it so severely well that most people moved on. But I wasn't. I was struggling to finding evidence, analyzing the footage, creating theories that would fit, and wasting all of my brain cells on this whole thing, one cup of coffee at a time. Jeez, I sure am doing it like MathPat. You will be missed. I guess I'll be ascending in the theorist territory, and you better believe it that I'm excited. Before we jump into the Starr Park lore, I want to, make you feel like you should hit that subscribe button, because there is a chance that maybe Starr Park won't go after you. So please, subscribe to me. It would mean a lot. Now, before I jump into it, I want to divide this into 3 major chunks. The first one, the origins of the brawlers. The second one, the mysterious purple rocks. And the last one, Starr Park's cover-up of the whole thing and the organization that revealed the truth. Well then, put on your happy cactus mask and hold your plush penguin toy tight, because this will be a very interesting video. To help you catch up on the things that you might not know, turn to Bizarre Circus Update, which had a lot of bizarre things. Get it? Because it's bizarre. Moving on. Like skins, maps, and backgrounds. There was something a lot of us noticed. In the background, we noticed a camera on the right. At first, we didn't think much of it, but some people wanted to see what happens if they clicked on it. And boy, did they discover something. Clicking on the camera would redirect you to a website called cctv.starpark.biz. And what it showed to us was beyond amazing. It showed us footage of Starr Park through CCTV cameras. Now, at first, it looked fine, nothing suspicious, right? Wrong! Brawl Stars sent all our players an unexpected gift. In the shop, they released a CCTV camera animated player icon with some numbers that didn't serve any special purpose. But then we found something. Back on the site, we found a time decoder that required numbers. So the only logical thing to do was type in the numbers found from the description of the player icon before claiming it. What did we find? Footage of Starr Park, but something was off. We saw some familiar faces, the pre-brawler versions of the most recognizable brawlers found in the game. They were doing their usual things, like Bull being a chef, Jackie was mining in a cave, Leon was stealing candy, Poco was strumming his guitar and singing, so the usual. But then disaster struck. When the miners were mining in a cave, they came across a weird purple glowing rock, or rocks if we can say. More on the rocks later. After that, they were acting weird. Jackie was jackhammering the ground and Dynamite was just going nuts and traumatizing guests of the parks. It started to spread. After that, we started to see origins of the brawlers that we know and love. It was pure chaos. So yeah, we learned the backstories of the brawlers before they were brawlers. And well, some of the brawl creators and MapX theories were proved wrong. Or were they? At first, we thought that Starr Park was brainwashing people and preparing to fight in their dreams, being controlled by us, so they can have an army of super soldiers. But here, none of that was present. So then I came to a conclusion that there is an explanation to that. You see, I think the theory that the brawlers were sleeping in these fights that occur in the game are only part of the whole thing. I think Starr Park, after the brawlers were mutated, they first sprawled chaos in the park, fighting but still having common sense. This is really good showed, I don't know why did I say that so badly, when Shelly accidentally kills Dynamite. In shock, she tells Colt, after seeing that he is alive, and both are shocked and run away. So yeah, despite feeling changes by the rocks, they were still indeed human, having empathy and common sense. Only after the chaos occurred, Starr Park jumped in and made everyone be in these dream stances, forced to fight without asking why and how. So yeah, I think this is the best definitive reason why the previous theories wouldn't add up. Now, about the rocks. They appeared in the mysterious cave where the miner trio were, but this isn't the first time we saw it. In the gem grab game mode, you collect purple gems that are, of course, purple. And to support this, the glow before they show up is the same like in the footage. But this isn't the only evidence. For that, let's rewind a little bit to 2020, where the second season, Summer of Robots, occurred. And in the animation, Jackie, Bee, and Tick were in a cave. When drilling, the three came upon glowing purple rocks that after coming in contact with, mutates them into monsters. Then they rampage the super city. So what I want to point out is that the rocks were present far ahead of the footage, but we just move on and didn't pay close attention to them. Until now, it is widely accepted that Starr Park is indeed a real park that was popular and was used for experimenting, like building robots and testing the staff in dreams. It was all of Starr Park's plan. But what wasn't planned? The discovery of the glowing rocks. Now, if you think about the fact that Starr Park is real, the glowing purple rocks can translate to a real substance. And oh boy, I found evidence. I found a substance that is parallel to the rocks. The answer? Curium. Now, what is curium? Well, let me explain. Curium is a hard, dense, silvery metal with a high melting and boiling point for an actinide. It is paramagnetic and ambient, and at ambient conditions, it becomes antiferromagnetic upon cooling. and other magnetic transitions are present. Curium readily oxidizes, and its oxides are a dominant form of this element. It forms strongly fluorescent complexes with various organic compounds, but there is no evidence of its incorporation into bacteria and archaea. If it gets into the human body, curium accumulates in bones, lungs, and liver, where it promotes cancer, and it glows purple in the dark. Now, you see the parallels? Both rocks are radioactive of some sort. It promotes something on the body, and it glows purple in the dark. Along this, the brawlers were immortal, as seen with Dynamite, and gaining supernatural powers to wreak havoc. So yeah, the answer is here, but what does Starr Park have to do with this? They put the park on the location where it is on purpose. Why? Because the rocks aren't found naturally, they're artificial. So Starr Park was producing it and later on experimenting with it. That is why we are found in a sort of reactor at the end of the Invest in the Future tape. But then what happened? The miners found the underground plant's main produce line. After coming into contact, chaos occurs. So yeah, the rocks are explained in a sort of best way. Geez, I really feel like I'm talking about really good mascot horror, like, I don't know, Poppy Playtime and their Poppy Gas, or Five Nights at Freddy's with the Remnant. Geez, so many parallels between games. Moving on. Now, what did Starr Park do about the event of the CCTV footage? They covered it up. And believe me, some people noticed, including me. They didn't want for all of us to figure it out. So, on the anniversary, they removed the camera from the game and the CCTV site. But there were still parts of the things posted, like a full reel of the footage we found, and a recent release of the CCTV Poco skin. And Starr Park is using it as a marketing purpose, so that no one would think it happened. They unfortunately found out about it, that I started doing some research on it, so they sent me a note and actually forced me to do the Brawl Pass Plus experience video, so that I wouldn't spill the beans. You know, this actually didn't happen. I just doing it for sort of marketing purposes. Geez, I'm turning into Starr Park now. So yeah, they try to hide it. But now, let's talk about the last thing I want to discuss in this video. The organization that revealed the whole thing. Now, if I was an evil company doing experiments and brainwashing people, I wouldn't show the public the whole footage, but Starr Park wasn't the one who did it. It was a rebel organization known as Spewed. We widely accepted that there was a rogue group in the park all the way back when the WKBRL livestream was on YouTube. At first, it teased upcoming updates, but at the end, it was hijacked, and the leader was talking to us. The Starr Park was doing evil things. Then, the stream was killed off, and in our belief, Spewed was captured. But one remained. Someone so mysterious that we thought it was a joke. Someone that nobody would think that it could be a rebel hiding in the shadows for Spewed. We need to take our attention to someone very important that you might think I'm going crazy like MapPack, but I think it's real. Our friendly cactus, Spike. But why? Why would a happy goody looking cactus be part of a rebel organization? Turns out it was teased before. In the Mystery at the Hub season, there were posters of Spike's disappearance, and they investigated to find him. Eventually, we found him in a tweet Brawl Stars posted, before the Brawl Talk a few days prior. But what we saw in the image was weird. He was standing up the hill in the shadow as he watched Bull and El Primo escape. Turns out, he was always in the shadows. He is in every single artwork of posts made by the developers, and I know why. Because he is a rebel waiting to make his next move on Starr Park. In the last CCTV footage, we see none other than Spike watching the park burn as the green smoke comes closer to him as he passes out at the end of the video. It was really confusing at first, but after this theory or theories, we finally have a definitive answer. To summarize everything, Starr Park built a park to experiment on people and use them to take over the world. At first, it was all normal, like an amusement park. But after the miners came into contact with curium that they were producing, they mutated, gaining supernatural powers and possibly immortality. During the chaos, Spike burned down the whole thing after being recruited by the rebel organization Spewed. Starr jumped in and covered it up, brainwashing people after being exposed to curium to use them for taking over the world. But Spewed had all the evidence, so they hacked the game and put on the CCTV site. Starr caught on to this and shut it down and used the evidence as a marketing purpose for people to forget and move on, continuing with the plan and taking over the world. But it's our fault because we are the ones ignoring it all and continuing to help them train the mutated brawlers that were once human or non-living objects. Is this a 100% confirmed fact? No, far from it. Is the definitive theory that explains everything in the best way possible? Yes, I believe it does. The Starr mystery is yet to be revealed, but the evidence brought us this far to prove that it isn't over. So let's just observe and watch what will Starr do to prevent us from discovering it. Maybe they will send a brawler to my home and shut me down like Spewed. Who knows? But until then, I hope you enjoyed this first video of a series that I will continue. I am really glad to carry on the legacy of one of my favorite YouTubers known as MadPet and deliver a well put together theory that hopefully will serve a great purpose in unlocking more. And like usual, remember, it's all just a theory. A ROBINCOOL theory! Thanks for watching. Did you really think I would forget? Subscribe for Cookie!